This is such a leap up from the 430. Dang. What's up, JR Garage? Welcome back to the channel and welcome Christian back to Arizona. It's been like 3 weeks you've been gone, but we are finally reunited.
Yeah, it's been very busy back at the other warehouse on the East Coast with in particular the Bentley and the E46 rebuild project. Lots of progress made, some good news, some bad news. Stay tuned to a future video.
Yes, lots of updates on the way, but as for this video, we have a super exciting one. As you guys can see from the title and thumbnail, we have a new addition in the family. I feel like it's been over a year now. We've been promising you guys we will get a truck, we're gonna get a tow rig, we're gonna have an awesome diesel build on the channel. Well, that day has finally come. We've been scouring the interwebs for the past months trying to find our dream truck, and we found it in the form of a Ford F350 King Ranch turbo diesel power stroke. I picked this truck up 3 days ago now, and Christian flew in last night, and I didn't really tell him about it.
Yeah, goodness, I leave this kid alone for 2 weeks, and this is what I come back to, but I can't blame him because I could not be happier. This thing is amazing. It is the King Ranch trim. Interior's amazing. If there is a truck to have, this is it. This thing is sweet.
Exactly. So I actually got some video clips of when picking this thing up, my first impressions driving back 2 days ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and play those in just a second. But once we're done with that, we're gonna get the truck back. We're gonna clean it up. It's completely filthy. I'm gonna show you guys cleaning the engine bay completely. It was filthy as well, but that's all clean now. And then we're gonna get down to business, do the oil change. Now that Christian's here, show you all about the power plant that's inside of here, plans for modifications, what's already been done, hint, hint, we've got some Fox racing suspension, a few other mods, and we'll show you all around this truck. Let's go ahead and play those clips, go back in time 2 days. We'll be back in a second. All right, guys, first startup. Will she start? Come on, baby. All right, guys, first time putting diesel in the truck. Alrighty guys, we just made it onto the highway, but I wanted to give you a quick little update before it gets too dark here. But we're like 30 minutes into the drive. Truck is performing flawlessly. Plenty of power. This is my first time driving a 6.0 diesel. I drove a 7.3. As you guys remember in Montana, our buddy had one. That's what really kind of got us hooked on power strokes. He had a 7.3. I mean, that thing was so much fun, and he had like, I don't know, I think like 350,000 miles on his. He said they just run forever, which they do. 7.3s are crazy reliable. 6.0s, we got some things to talk about in this video. I reset the MPG gauge and we are getting 15.6 miles to the gallon currently, which was mainly city driving, stop and go. So that's pretty good. Yeah, everything just drives super smooth, but the steering, it's a little loose. We're used to a little tighter sports steering, but that's something to get used to, and just the size of the truck, holy smokes. I'm used to cars that are like half this size, so it's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve. Hope you guys are excited. What do you guys think, thoughts so far on the truck? I know there's gonna be a lot of opinions flying in the comment section on this video. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Cummins, Duramax, PowerStroke, 6.0, 7.3, 6.4, 6.7, everyone's got their opinions, so I want to hear it down in the comment section down below. Let the games begin with the keyboard warriors going at it with this truck. Here we go.
Moments later.
Got her back in the warehouse. See how she sounds, give her a little... Oh my goodness, 6.0 is one of the best sounding diesels. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna keep it in the warehouse because it kind of takes up the room of like 4 cars, but I just got it into where it's gonna close, and I moved these 2 cars around to make room, and we just got a little bit of room up here. So definitely tight. Like here, let me give you a visual real quick. McLaren, F350. Pretty crazy. All right, look at this filthy engine bay. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. I love cleaning engine bays.
All I want
About 2 hours later now, we are officially all done. Look how good it looks. I thought it would clean up nicely with all these black plastic pieces. Those are really easy to clean and make a huge difference. I mean, this is night and day difference before and after. There you go, clean your engine bays, folks. I hate it when I see dirty engine bays. It's like a pet peeve of mine. So when they're all clean, it looks a lot nicer and it makes the car feel a lot better. You're welcome, buddy. Full startup on the relatively stock engine, and let's see how she sounds. Here we go. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. Sound of a turbo diesel. That's a sound we are not very familiar with. All right, let's go load up, head to the car wash, and get his first impressions. All aboard. We have to climb it, despite being 6'5", both of us. Let's head to the car wash. We're doing a touchless car wash just to get the bulk of the dirt off, and then we're gonna come back and do the rest of the detail with our supplies and hopefully knock it out, get this paint shining. So, here we go, maiden voyage together. Ah, that sound.
First driving impressions, well, it's Barrett Jackson week. There goes a 488.
There's an NSX.
An SX.
It is absolutely bonkers.
Goodness.
Cars everywhere. But anyway, first impressions, Christian.
It feels like we are on top of the world, king of the road, not just the ranch. Oh my goodness. This thing is sweet. Really enjoy it. And Jeffrey, if you could let me hear that turbo real quick.
Get a little whistle going.
Woo!
Stock exhaust.
Man.
Comment down below. I mean, we straight pipe all of our other cars. Here come all the straight pipe the diesel. I mean, we're not against it, but it does get pretty loud, but there are some wicked sounding trucks, especially, we didn't say this truck being a 2003. So it's a one-off turbo with 10 blades instead of 12 or 15 like the later years. So you get a much more pronounced turbo whistle. So if we take off the cat or do any sort of straight pipe to this truck, it'll whistle louder than like any other turbo diesel power stroke. Christian's excited for the towing ability. Before, when we had to move a car, we were either borrowing friends' cars or taking our Tesla Model X that could tow 5,000 pounds and only go like 100 miles, versus this truck, I think is rated for like 16,000 or something. And then we also have aftermarket airbags on the rear end to prevent it from squatting. So I think you could take even more. I don't know, 18,000? I don't know. That's just mind-boggling. I don't think we'll ever need that much towing capability, but to know it has the ability to is nice. Like, we're gonna be looking for a trailer. Once we get the trailer, we'll have the full combo and we can go really towing anywhere across the country, especially once we do some mods to this engine like we're gonna talk about. This does have the 6.0 engine, which is love it, hate it, whatever you wanna do. It gets a bad rap at times, but I think some of that's unwarranted, especially when you do some very simple modifications. This truck can be a very, very reliable engine and package. So we'll talk about that in just a second when we get back to the warehouse. But to Walmart we go. Let's get the oil, let's get the filter, and get to work. Here we go.
Just then.
All right, guys, we interrupt the diesel content for a minute because our friends from Fur Parts, Mike, came down and he has his Ferrari 458 in town, and he's like, hey, want to take it for a spin? So we're like, you know what? We would happily take your Ferrari for a spin. So we are in a 458. Have you ever been? Yeah, we drove one. We drove one in Florida. They're great cars.
Yeah, really enjoyed that one. So this one should be pretty similar.
Oh boy.
Ooh, smooth.
See, we've been debating selling the 430, getting a newer Ferrari 458 or like California, something with dual clutch, because we're just getting a little tired of the single clutch problems and the transmission issues, and it's got a new one that I'll talk about later. Alright, so we're gonna go down the street and then we're gonna do the oil change on the truck, which is right there. We just got back from Walmart.
Yes.
Instant shifts. especially over the 488. Like, yeah, the 488's crazy fast and cool and all, but you're spending a massive extra amount of money, and it's got twin turbos. You lose the naturally aspirated. Jeez, holy, it's been a while.
Whoa.
All right, oh, the sound too, the naturally aspirated goodness. That wasn't even full throttle.
Dang, that was so instant. That was quick.
This is so much fun. And with the 430, every time you shift, it's like, you know, a pause. You get to take a break from the madness.
Yeah.
But this, it's like, God, it just hits you. Let's get one more acceleration. Thank you. Fur Parts is the hookup. They give us all the parts we need to fix our broken cars, and they let us drive their Ferraris. This is such a leap up from the 430.
Dang.
And this is stock. Ours sounds better because this is stock sounds. Actually, our buddy has a straight pipe 458. They sound crazy straight pipe. So maybe this is the next car. Comment down below. Anyway, enough with $300,000 supercars. Back to the real world. Back to fixing our truck. Let's go.
That's why it sounds or something like that. Okay.
Guys, and there you have it, the first time the truck has been all cleaned up. I mean, look at this. This truck looks awesome. The condition is phenomenal. The paint, very, very nice overall. A couple spots, you know, on the top, clear coat's starting to go out, but that's as expected.
That's just a wash, no wax, no paint correction, no nothing, and I'm very happy with it.
Look how clean.
Truck, I mean, it's hard to find them like this.
Right? Yeah, so many of them are beat up, but this, I mean, just look at the bed. I mean, look how clean it is, and it's got the bed liner, and I mean, oftentimes work trucks get so banged up, but this one's in almost pristine condition, so yeah. That's sweet. And the wheels are in just perfect condition. Rims and tires, eventually we will need new tires soon, but I think Yokohama makes a pretty awesome off-road street tire that would work great. Just everything cleaned up nicely. So while Christian is doing a little bit of tire shine here,
I finally get to go to the wide spray angle for high profile tires.
Oh yeah, here we go. They're a little bit dirty. We'll get them looking all nice and pretty. Alrighty, so while he's doing that, you guys are wondering, $5,400. You're like, how is this possible? That's impossible. 144,000 mile King Ranch F350 with all the mods. Like I'll show you in just a second. We got a few more to go through.
Yeah, we've seen these things going for, what do they go for?
I think with a clean title, clean, no accidents, with this kind of mileage and condition would be maybe up to like $15,000, 10 to 15 at least.
Yeah.
Maybe if somebody's really after a King Ranch, you know, they can go up from there because this is, like I said, a pretty rare truck. You guys are wondering, $5,400, that's impossible. Well, everything is perfect on this truck except we got, okay, there's just crazy cars running around all week. Like, okay, a Gen 5 Viper right there. What? Like what? And an M3 just drove, like crazy cars. But anyway, the one issue thing we need to address with this truck, you may have seen it as we passed by so far, the quarter panel back here. This got pushed in. Something hit it here. I have no idea what it was. Maybe it was like a motorcycle hitting it because it's very narrow. It's just this area, little ding on the door. I mean, I think we'll probably just leave that. Again, this is gonna be kind of a tow work truck. So I don't know if we're gonna try to pull it out. Comment down below if you have an opinion, whether we pull it out, whether we replace this whole quarter panel with that. So hopefully just either a quarter panel or we can pop it out. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be better. I mean, we've been driving around like this. It literally has no effect whatsoever to drivability. Yeah, as you can see, the frame is over there. So this has nothing to do with frame, alignment, any of that. So that and a little taillight here because that got cracked there at the bottom, but that's about it. So comment down below. But I mean, if we're doing it on a budget, I don't know, maybe 500 or 1,000 bucks to fix it. So guys, comment down below, 5,400 bucks. Like, you think that's a good deal? Plus what it would take to fix, and luckily it was a local truck, so we didn't have to pay for shipping. There is some buyer fees and auction fees. I haven't gotten the title yet, but it looks like it's still gonna be a clean title. So yes, it's gonna show the ding on the Carfax, but it should retain a clean title, which is awesome. So like, you can't lose, like that's awesome. Yes. Just while we're out here in the light, before we get in and do the oil change, let me give you a quick look at the engine, Christian, if you wanna pop it. It's all clean now since I cleaned it last night. But like I said, this is the 6.0, oh, got a little bit of dirt left. Look how clean. But like I said, this is the 6.0. Love it or hate it, it does sound amazing. We can all agree on that, especially straight pipe. These things are wicked, and with it being an 03, the turbo noise is intoxicating. It's just amazing. But it does have a couple shortcomings that we need to address. So number one thing that we have to address, being that this is just about fully stock, I mean, there's intercooling piping that is not stock, but the EGR cooler, if you know 6.0s, you know that is a major design flaw by Ford. People either delete them or they go with a bulletproof version. Not sure which we're gonna do. Conveniently, bulletproof diesel is a whopping 30 minutes that way. So they are in Phoenix as well. So if we take it down to them, they could potentially do some nice modifications, do the bulletproof EGR cooler. Other mods we want to do the Blue Spring mod, which gets the injector pressure, PSI up from the, I think, low 40s it's probably at now. But if you do the Blue Spring mod, your injectors will love you because you're making a lot more pressure. This is all new for you. I'm just throwing you a truck and saying, okay, make it run, but because he does most of the fixing.
Maybe the oil coolers on these.
Yes.
Overall, it's just kind of a temperature thing with these engines, and if you can, you know, beef up all of the cooling systems, then you can have a really great engine, a really reliable engine on your hands.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of things originate with the EGR, and then that leads to other things like the head gaskets because they start to get clogged along with the oil cooler. So there's a few things we're learning. Comment down below if you know 6.0s. If you have one, that'd be awesome to hear. If you have a PowerStroke or a diesel in general, comment down below what you think of the truck, what we need to do the first mods. But like I said, either EGR delete, bulletproofed, Blue Spring mod, a few other goodies. Along with the oil change, we're getting some fresh Rotella T6 synthetic in there. Batteries are good. I mean, it's a good solid truck. So anyway, let's get doing the oil change. Here we go. Guys, for once, for an oil change, we don't have to like lift up the car, put him on race ramps. Christian is such a little happy camper. He can just crawl under it.
Even when I put a car on stands, I still can't fit under it with this creeper. And this car I don't even have to touch. I just...
Amen. So there's a big drain plug that Christian will show you in a second down there. But first, we got to do the filter up here, which, if you guys are wondering, it's a 36mm socket here. So we got that big socket. And then the filter itself that we got from Walmart, or really anywhere online you can get these. If you're wondering if any 6.0 guys are out there, it's the FL2016 from Motorcraft. This is really like the only one you should be using. Do not try to save $5 and get one off like eBay. Let's get this bad boy in, and then as for fuel filter, we'll probably be doing that in the next few days as well. It's right here, and then there's one on the lower side by the frame rail. So that's gonna be coming in a later video because we didn't get the parts yet. But oil is a great place to start because I'm not sure how old the oil is in here, and we want synthetic in there. So let's go. All right, I loosened it up. Let's take it out. And there it is. Let it drip out. Nice warm oil. So now it's kind of held in there, but if you give it some force, it'll snap right out.
Pop this guy out. Replace the O-ring around here. Probably came in your oil filter box.
It is.
And back on she goes. But after we drain the oil, we needed this off so that there wouldn't be a vacuum when we drained out the oil, and it'll all come out.
All right, let me crawl under here. Luckily we have our illuminator, making everything well lit down here. This would be very dark with any other light, but it's 15 quarts, guys. At least it's super easy to do. You can definitely do this yourself. Go buy the oil online and do it yourself. 3, 2,
Shield your eyes, hide your kids.
1. Hot oil about to go flying. Oh, there it is.
Not bad, some on the illuminator, but no problem.
All right, that was successful. Look at it all go. Woo-wee.
That'll take a while.
Yep. So while that's finishing up draining, we're gonna do the new filter. Check out the difference. Black, brand new. So it should just snap right off, kind of just wiggle back and forth. So slight problem, we were wondering why the new filter wouldn't snap into the cap, and it turns out that's an aftermarket cap. It literally says right on it, do not reuse cap with oil changes. So we're like, what the heck? So we have to find an OEM cap, and that has to be put on hold, so that really sucks. But oh well, we'll go ahead and start filling in the new oil, and then buy a cap and finish this another day. But whatever, that's all we need for this video. But we're almost done. We don't have a funnel. Why didn't we buy the $1 funnel? Golly. Okay. All right guys, just finished up, but we didn't quite finish up. That was an unexpected roadblock turbulence.
Yeah, darn it, you always find something new with a new car, and this one had an aftermarket oil filter cap on it that was not replaceable with the cartridge, so we gotta go buy an OEM cap.
Oh well, easy enough.
Yeah, just getting things, you know, straightened.
So I will order that, but going back to OEM cap with the right filter, it's just gonna be just the perfect setup. So that's what we wanna do. So that will be done hopefully in the next couple days. I'll just, by the next video, it'll be already be done and this thing will be back on the road. But Christian drove it on the way back, and man, he did a little full pull. Holy,
not even full pull.
Okay, not even full throttle.
Oh.
That thing hauled. So one thing, last thing to comment down below about if you guys are a diesel expert, Edge Products. There's this badge right here, and I looked it up. They actually make plug-and-play tuner boxes for this truck. And now I don't see anything on the interior, but it's very well likely that the previous owner could have just taken the box after the accident. But I think the tune is still on the truck potentially, which bumps it, I think, by like 100 horsepower, or like 75 horsepower and 150 torque. So I'm not sure. Comment down below if you think the tune is still on the truck. But man, did that, I mean, I don't know how fast it would be without the tune, but maybe it's tuned because this thing hauled.
It was quick, throttle response was good, and you know, those kind of numbers are achievable from a tune on a forced induction car like this.
Heck yeah. So we're super pumped for it, but guys, comment down. Truck, jeez. Comment down below mod suggestions. Should we get an exhaust? Should we start to do those maintenance items? I think we will. Bulletproof portions of the engine. So we're excited for that. Excited for all the content to come. Now we just need to find a trailer, and then we have an awesome tow rig. Bunch of content coming with the other cars. Like we said, update on the 430 problem. McLaren's doing just fine. We're probably gonna be wrapping that soon because black's a little boring, but that car's awesome. I was driving it the other day, and yeah, something always going on the channel. So you're gonna want to subscribe if you're new on the channel, and can't wait to see you guys in the comment section down below. Chime in all the keyboard warriors who hate Ford because they're a Chevy guy, and no, I'm a Cummins guy, and you bought a piece of crap.
Did we make the right choice?
Here we go. Let's see it. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.